We put the magic in movie magic.
He looks like he's not into it.
My name is Chim Ontario. I'm a
Chim
7-time
Ontario.
Academy Award-winning VFX artist.
Just looks done.
You've probably seen some of my work in many award-winning films. Baloo's Crotch in 2016's The Jungle Book. That was me. Kong's Crotch in Kong Skull Island. I did that one too. I do tend to do a lot of animal crotch work, but you have to specialize in something, and I'm damn good at it. The world of VFX artistry is a difficult one, a cold one. Mostly because I can't really afford to heat this place. It's not an easy industry to work, but after you've gone through this lesson with me, you'll be able to navigate it a little bit better. Let's get started, because I have deadlines. Deadlines are always looming, always. You need to be able to dedicate at least 18 hours a day to your craft. It's a lot, but it's a blessing. You're very lucky to be working in this industry. You're very lucky. It gets easier if you start trimming the unimportant things out of your life. For example, breaking up with your girlfriend frees up a ton of time, and that is just something that will work itself out probably. And if you have kids, that's easy to deal with too. You just have to sit them down and explain, Daddy's not gonna be around so much anymore because he has to make movies. And kids love movies, so they'll understand. And your wife will find them a new daddy anyway. So they'll be taken care of. Maybe the new daddy will have a nice Corvette and they'll get to drive around, see the countryside. Now, in the event that you do need some time off, it happens, there are strategies in place for that. For example, just yesterday, I called in and faked an injury. I said I couldn't come into the office. Now, I didn't get any time off, but I did get hooked up with this laptop, and now I'm reachable 24/7, and I'm actually working more, but I'm home, You can't put a price on being home. Is this your cat? I don't have a cat. Whose cat is that? For some VFX artists, the lack of proper compensation might be seen as a problem, but I don't think that's true. Vacations, dates, personal hygiene, these aren't really things that you have to be concerned with because there's no time. So the main thing you need to be concerned with money-wise is food. And you're definitely gonna be making enough money to buy food. I mean, just a few hours ago, I had some creamed corn, and that was 85 cents a can. That's vitamins, that's probably minerals, and you could also add some actual cream in there. That's very easy to swipe from your local coffee shop, and that's calcium too, so you'll be okay. So when you hear the media talking about, VFX artists struggling to put food on the table, I mean, that's just not really a concern because most VFX artists can't afford tables. They're very expensive. Not me,
Or
though.
chairs, because he's not even sitting in a
I
chair.
found this baby on the street. There was almost no termite damage on it.
Oh, the pressure.
VFX is a high-stakes game. There's a lot of pressure. The director will decide that he wants to make changes to your work all the time. All the time. Shots that you've been working on for days or weeks will be thrown into the garbage, and those are just hours of work that are gone. You'll never get those back. And directors will come in with requests like, hey, can you digitally remove this mustache off of this character. We don't want him to have a mustache in this shot. And you just need to be able to adapt, even if you don't know how to properly remove a mustache. You know, at the end of the day, it's an artistic decision, so it's okay. And when it comes to team leads, you know, it's really just best to do what they say. These are people that have to make their employees work in conditions that the government might consider illegal. So for that reason, a lot of team leads are actually sociopaths. It's just easier to do the work if you can't empathize with human emotion.
Oh my God.
Is my team lead gonna see this? Hello?
Hey, you'll make sure you have that shot in?
Yeah, no, I'm working on it right now.
Great. And I'm gonna eat your skin, by the way.
What?
I can't describe how amazing it is to go up on stage and receive an Academy Award for your work, because that hasn't happened for me. I did receive it in the mail, so that was nice. You know, when you're growing up as a kid, you're taught that winning an Academy Award will be a game changer, and it certainly was for me. I was able to sell mine for a fair price on eBay, and I bought myself a fantastic sleeping bag. This thing is great up until about 10 degrees. Then it does get a little chilly, and it gets cold in here. You know, a fun thing you can do every time you win an Oscar is to buy yourself a little trophy. And, you know, that's a good way to celebrate. It doesn't matter if it doesn't actually look like an Oscar. You know, that's something you can fix in post. I mean, you're a VFX artist after all. And if you really want to treat yourself after selling an Oscar, you can buy the movie on Blu-ray. Then, you know, you can screenshot your name in the credits, put a little circle around it, put it on Facebook. I'll show them. Look at me now. Look at me now.
Oh my God. Final edits, okay.
Now you should have the tools you need to have a pretty good career as a VFX artist.
Do we?
I mean, I can't teach you how to actually do VFX, it's just raw talent, but we should be able to navigate the industry pretty well until we're all replaced by computers. I don't know what's gonna happen then. Anyway, I have about 30 minutes, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. We're good?
30 minutes. Oh man.
Blinking for a long time. This is so fucking sad. Jesus, no. It gets cold in here.
I could already tell something was different about this one just because he just seemed sad and like lifeless, and like nothing really mattered except doing the work and getting the few pennies he was getting from his work. And the fact that he had to niche down to a specific type of VFX art, being, you know, the crotches of apes and whatever else he's done. Yeah, that's pretty sad. I hope life isn't really like that. I mean, you do hear about some of the horror stories about VFX studios and what the employees are going through sometimes to get these things done. And it is messed up. It's really messed up. So yes, I'm assuming that he was one of the employees that we've been reading about in different scenarios. Again, this shows a difference when someone else tries to take, you know, something that Ryan George does so well and do it in the way that he does it, but it's not him. Like, you know, the last one with the sound effects, you know, it was cool, but it was missing something. And Ryan George brings that little bit of flavor to these roles. It's just something different about it. So I wonder if the next one could be somebody else. We'll see. But I liked how they're doing some different stuff from, you know, Marvel movies, or getting away from Marvel movies and just kind of doing overall these roles when it comes to making movies. I like it. I'm sure they're going to do a director one. If they do a director one, Ryan George has to do that one. I really hope that he does one when it comes to directing. That'll be great. So we'll see what's next. So what did you think about this one? Pro tips by pitch meeting, the movie special effects tutorial. This one was pretty good. It was funny. Depressing at the same time though. I'm kind of sad for Chim. Chim Ontario. But let's talk about it in the comments. What was your favorite part? As always, to my Hyper Crew members, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, K6013, Portal on Mobile 44, Dash Milner, and Daniel Lopez. Thank you guys so much for being a part of that crew. I really appreciate it. To all my members and subscribers, thanks so much for assisting the channel monetarily or just by helping to grow the channel by hitting that subscribe button or sharing it. I really appreciate it. You don't have to do it, so it's awesome that you do. While you're still here, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. It really does help out the channel, helps me know what you guys want to see too. And you can also check out our most popular videos right over here and our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all that, then I'll see you guys in the comments. We'll talk about this.